What is up, Corbin Crew? Welcome back to another YouTube video. So, I've been doing a lot of reactions, right? I'm going to react to a video. No kidding. Oh, I don't even have it pulled up. Let me go find it real quick. Nah, redo that. Redo that intro. What is up, What is up, Corbin Crew? Welcome back to another YouTube video. As many of you know, I've been doing a lot of reaction videos on my channel recently, and so I saw a video the other day, or someone else react to a video the other day, and that video is why CoryxKenshin keeps leaving YouTube. And as some of you know, that's someone who I watched before he went on this last break for over a year, but it's someone I watched growing up, and so I was like, why not give it a try, or give it a watch, and let you guys watch it with me. So that's what we're going to do today. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Also, I just woke up for class, didn't have class, and I guessed I might not have had class, but I didn't check, so I drove to campus, went to class, had to come back. So I'm doing this video for you.
Over the years, CoryxKenshin has built a reputation of not only being one of the biggest gaming channels on YouTube with a sub count of over 17 million subscribers, he's also been known for his frequent hiatuses from the platform, where he will abruptly stop uploading for months on end, with more often than not complete radio silence on all of his social medias, which leads fans to speculate about what he is up to and when he will inevitably return. So why does a YouTuber like CoryxKenshin with such a big fan base decide to do this? And more importantly, how has he managed to stay relevant and maintain his viewership when so many others in his genre would quickly be forgotten about the moment they stop uploading? Before we get to that though, we have to figure out why CoryxKenshin is so inconsistent with his
The reason no one leaves him is because he's him. That's all I can say. Everybody knows that.
Upload schedule in the first place. To answer that, I decided to go all the way back to when he first started uploading content back in 2009, almost 15 years ago. His first couple of videos are about what you would expect from that time period. Skits and vlogs, typically filmed on a low quality webcam with pretty minimal editing. Cory would upload this style of content on and off with pretty minimal results, with a couple of well-performing videos here and there, but for the most part he would not really see any major success with this style of content, which is the main reason why on September 30th, 2011, Cory would post his final video before a 2-year hiatus from the platform, the first of many to come. And something
I didn't even know about that one.
For later in the video. When Cory came back to YouTube in 2013, he began to upload his first few gameplay videos, more specifically, horror gameplays, something that was growing in popularity on YouTube at the time. This was also around the time his channel started to gain momentum.
Let me know if you guys want to see some more horror content on my channel. I do and I don't like horror games because they're sometimes actually good and so they're scary, but I would not mind playing it for the channel or playing them for the channel. Just let me know.
But there was one game in particular that would push his channel's growth to new heights. That game being Five Nights at Freddy's. The game was exploding in popularity at the time, and the amount of YouTube Let's Players that were playing the game and displaying it to their audience were only adding fuel to the fire. So combine the fact that you're already known for being a horror gameplay YouTuber, and a game that's rapidly growing in popularity in your own niche that you're well known for, and you have the recipe for a viral video. And this series would prove to be widely successful for Cory, as they would gain millions of views and gain him a ton of new subscribers. And from that point on, Cory would remain consistent with his upload schedule, usually posting every day. This would lead his channel to reach 100,000 subscribers by late 2015. It was also at this point where his channel would start growing even more rapidly. About 6 months later, he hit 500,000 subscribers, and growing even more rapidly. About 6 months later, he hit 500,000 subscribers, and then he closed out 2016 with 1 million. And this was only the beginning, as his channel only got more popular with every single passing year. However, it's important to note that during this time period, Cory would become notorious for his breaks from YouTube. He would have a hot streak where he would upload daily and then seemingly disappear for months on end, with usually no updates on any of his social media platforms, leading fans to guess about when he would come back. Then at random, he would go right back to uploading and the cycle would just continue. In 2018, he took a 4-month break at the beginning of the year, and also 2 more shorter ones just in that year alone. So what exactly was the reason for all these abrupt hiatuses from YouTube? Now, while he may have different reasons for each one, I think it's pretty safe to assume that creative burnout was a major factor in this. Now,
I'm as small of a content creator as I am for what I do for you guys. Creative burnout is so true. Like the fact I don't have ideas for my videos, but I'm still making content. It's just like you can only do it so many times before it just becomes this thing that you don't want to or can't do for a little bit of time, you know? And so you have to think of new ideas. When you don't have those ideas, you just kind of want to back off and leave.
Usually when a YouTube channel starts growing rapidly, the next step for that YouTuber would be to hire an editor to handle all the video editing work that goes into a video so that the YouTuber would have more time for different things like recording more content or handling merch drops or sponsorships, all of the typical business that comes with running a YouTube channel. But CoryxKenshin was a rare exception to this because even as his channel grew and the demand for more consistent high quality content increased, he never hired an editor. He always did everything himself, and his reasoning behind this decision, according to him, is because he prefers his own style of editing and actually enjoys doing it too, which is a completely fair reason as it gives him complete control of how his videos are gonna look. But the downside to this is that there is a lot of editing that goes into each of Cory's videos, which can be very time consuming to do and stressful when taking into account the fact that he usually uploads daily when he's not on break. So he has to plan the video, spend hours recording it, then on top of all of that spend some more hours editing, which to someone who isn't a content creator might not sound like much, but if you're a YouTuber, you know that shit is absolutely exhausting sometimes. Now, my personal opinion, if something is your job and it's how you make your money, then leaving for half a year just because you're a bit tired of the content grind doesn't really make too much sense.
Whoa. Listen to that part again.
Now, my personal opinion, if something is your job and it's how you make your money, then leaving for half a year just because you're a bit tired of the content grind doesn't really make too much sense. It would.
Now, again, that creative burnout situation, along with all the other stuff Cory has going on, it's reasonable. Like for me, I'm someone who does not like working, but I know it's something that has to be done, so I do it. Like this last summer, I was working for the city and getting money as a seasonal, but it's like as a content creator, yes, it's your job, but he's running, I think, like his brand's business. He has YouTube going on. He has all these events he's attending. He's probably doing side things such as going to people's birthday parties, helping out families and stuff, you know. And so he probably has all this other stuff. So it's like you can't just put it on one thing, you know. You can't just be like, oh, in my opinion, he shouldn't do that because he's getting paid for it. It's like, okay. Think of it as like, he said he's posting day after day. It's like, it's just like a longer vacation. Like you got vacation time, right? And if he's the one editing his videos and they're daily, he's spending most of his day working. A lot of people have like a 9 to 5. You have your afternoons free or something. Or 9 to 5. You have your afternoons free or early mornings. People who are working on their videos, getting content, thinking of ideas, they're working the whole day. So it's like you can't just put on one thing, you know.
Would honestly be better if he either uploaded only a few times a week or just decided to hire a video editor at that point. Because imagine someone who worked a 9 to 5 job, if they just decided to leave for months on end and just came back to work one day like nothing was out of the ordinary. He would probably be fired right there on the spot. But Cory knows he can get away with leaving YouTube because he knows his viewers will wait for his return, and
he knows he can get away with it, so he does it. I'm sure if he saw numbers start degressing, I think that's the word, or moving backwards, he would still take his breaks because he needs them. He probably gets stressed out. It's hard, like, talking to a camera every day. I can't even have input on that. So I'm just going to reference Tony Stotolchi's video, which I saw him react to this. As a content creator, he said it's hard to get in front of camera every day, and I 100% agree with that. I do it for the short amount of time, but I do it for those, like, this video alone. I'm reacting to a 7-minute video, and so I can do it, but like day after day after day after day. Most of his videos are him just sitting at a desk like this talking. I vlog and stuff, so it kind of gives me variety and something new. But I mean, saying he knows he can get away with it, I'm pretty sure if he saw numbers digressing, he would still take his breaks. Like, I don't see him being the person that's like, oh, my numbers, oh, let me just, boom, you know?
his viewership will stay the same, if not only increase. This is because CoryxKenshin is pretty much immune to becoming irrelevant, and this is for a few reasons.
He is, though.
The first one being that he's already quite well known for taking breaks because he's been doing it for years at this point. His viewers will see that he hasn't uploaded in a while, and just assume he's on break and will return just like he has every single time. These hiatuses have unintentionally built a cult-like fan base of people who are always left wanting more from him, and they never know when he's gonna come back either because he just doesn't update his fans when he's gone. It's actually a psychology trick from the 48 Laws of Power that rappers like Playboi Carti have even used to their advantage. The second reason is that his content has a huge replayability factor. Videos that he uploaded years ago are still being discovered by people who have never watched him before. They start binging his content and they eventually subscribe, and then they wait until he posts a new video, which is actually how he was able to reach 10 million subscribers without posting a single video in that time period. The third reason is that he's honestly just too big to fail at this point. CoryxKenshin's fame has reached a point where he's become somewhat of a household name. I'm not joking, literally almost everyone in my high school knew who Cory was. So just imagine how popular he is for the younger generation and just how much of an impact he has on them. I mean, he just made a cameo in the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie, so there's definitely no question that he's at least pretty well known. And those are pretty much the reasons why he can't really fall off at this point. At the time of this recording, it's already been over half a year since he last uploaded, yet he could probably upload a video tomorrow and it would probably go on the trending page with millions of views. So it looks like CoryxKenshin will most likely come back to YouTube soon because he knows he has a very loyal fan base that will always wait for him no matter how long he's gone for. And he'll probably also take even more breaks after that if we're being completely honest here. But there's no doubt that when it comes to YouTube, CoryxKenshin is one of the most influential gaming creators out there. And when it's all said and done and he eventually leaves for good, he'll definitely be remembered for quite a long time.
Okay, Valorant, bro. Shout out to this guy for making that video. Bro. Again, if you guys want to give feedback down in the comments below, that'd be nice. Comments on this video specifically or my video. I'll respond to probably every single one. I barely get any comments, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I do believe a lot of the things this guy was saying, but there are some things I disagree with. Clearly, I've already mentioned them. But Cory, some good points he had. Immune to like failing, immune to failure. Loyal fan base, this, that, and the other. He had some pretty good points again, like I said. But the only thing I feel about this video is that he might lack some knowledge. Again, this is a quote from Tony Satoshi right here. He lacks the knowledge. He used the word ignorant, which doesn't mean like it's not a negative word like Tony said, but it just means like lacking knowledge or uninformed about something. So I agree with Tony on this guy specifically. He's just like, as a content creator, he's not informed enough, you know. And no hate to this guy, that was a good video. I watched it twice now, so I'll even give it a like. But yeah, everyone views every situation different, so I don't blame them. But that was the end of this video, and if you liked it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.